Cause I'm at 97 now. So I think off of that GA or that GU,
That's gonna
either
put you
one of
over.
them.
Speaking of that, what happened? You was what, $2,000 from
Yeah, I
that?
was 2 grand away, bro. I was I want to say what matter of fact, let me grab my phone. Let me show you exactly which tree. I lost matter of fact, no, it was GU. I was looking at buys, but that messed me up and I lost like 3,900 off of that one.
30.
How much you risk?
4%.
You risk 2%.
That's 4%, nigga.
At 4%. That's why I said what I had said last time about my stop loss, because if I would have just got out that trade, it would have just been a point. Yeah, it was a 0.50. So I was only gonna risk 500 on that one. And it wasn't a good setup. So, and I seen how close it was getting. I'm like, nah, I can't risk this. Getting to close to 4 and 5% because my account would have been blown. So I just closed out. But I made another trade. When was that? The day after that, and I came back and won $700 off of that. So now my account at 97.5. So yep.
It's all right though. It's all right though.
Oh yeah, it's
It's
on.
not. It's not.
I want
It's
you,
not.
man.
It's not.
I got back
Right.
on the
It's not.
next day.
Don't tell them that because it's not.
Right.
So let's get
It's
into it.
all right.
Now that
Listen,
we're on this Zoom, now that we're on this Zoom, we got the three brothers on the Zoom. Let's get into it. Because I told you I like to argue. I like to get into it. Let's get into the psychology, because when it come down to the get down, Martavius, when you're not in a challenge, when you're not physically in a challenge to get funded, your psychology is A1. I don't know what happens to you whenever you buy that challenge. You get real risky.
I do.
What's going on?
I don't know.
What shakes your psychology up when you start taking challenges?
I think me personally, I see it, bro. Like I see it reacting off of like the trend, my trend line. So I get in before it gives me a confirmation. So like I see it approaching and I see like a wick on it or something on a lower time frame, but I don't pay attention to the higher time frame. So I immediately get in off of seeing the reaction right there. So I don't miss the entry. So I be rushing my entry instead of like waiting for the reversal moments and then get in. Cause if I would have waited for that reversal moment, I would have seen that it was gonna push down. But I got into it early. I didn't have my stop loss. So it killed me. So I'm like, I'm hoping and praying. So what I was doing, which I feel like a lot of us did, I started moving the trend line, the structure. I started moving that trend line structure down. I'm like, okay, it's just testing this area, then it's gonna bounce back up. Then it did it again. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just bring the trend line down again because I know it's gonna reverse and go back up because the structure is just forming bigger. So I'm like, it's just gonna hit here and go up every time I keep moving. But I did it 3 times and it just kept falling. So I kept hoping, even though I had my stop loss, I kept hoping I was gonna get that bounce up, but it never did. It just kept falling. That's the only trade that messed me up, though. That's the only
Like 3 things right there.
What?
The stop loss. No stop loss. That's one. The other one is impulsing, reacting off impulse, getting in early, and FOMO. You getting in early because you don't want to miss out on the move.
Yeah, that was the biggest thing. I seen it wicking out, but the body didn't close it. The candle didn't close it. So if I would just waited to see what that next candle would do, I think that candle had like 17 hours left on the daily. And it only went off of that area on, I think, the 15 or 1 hour time frame.
It was a 15.
Yeah.
I know you're not
shitting. If I'm mistaken, it was a 15.
I know you're not shitting on Zoom.
Yeah, that's why I muted. I muted though.
But it's recording.
Uh-huh.
I'm put that on.
You're gonna be on YouTube. You're gonna be on YouTube.
Bro, do not put that on YouTube, bro. Do not put that on YouTube, bro. Chill out, bro. I got a family, bro. Chill out.
Now we have to blur you on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just blur me for that part. Just blur me for that part.
And you can cut your camera.
Yeah, but that was the only thing, bro. That was like my only thing. I kept moving that trend line, knowing there was a down.
I'm sorry.
That's I mean, that's
some rookie shit though. Yeah. I shouldn't be.
You way past that. You definitely way past it. What you rushing for? That's what it seemed like you doing. You rushing.
Yeah, I'm rushing, cuz, bro. I'm trying to get this bag before my son get here. That's why I'm rushing. Cause you know I'm not working or nothing, so I'm trying to like.
It's a marathon, not a race.
Yeah, I know.
It'll take like the more you rush, the more you're gonna mess up. The more you mess up, the more you're gonna have to start over. The more you start over, the longer it's gonna take you to get there. So it's better for you just to miss out on that trade, possibly, than mess up on that trade and have to start all the way over or rebuild back up. Because if you would have missed out, you would have been at how much?
It was $2,000 to pass the second phase.
So it would have been better to miss out on that trade
than
to lose it.
Yeah. But I ain't let it, like, I guess, get to me too bad, because that next day I got a little bit back. But it kind of messed with the psychology a little bit because of I took profit early off of it. You know what I'm saying? I ended up selling for $700. I could have got $9K off of it, off of that limit. Mm-hmm. So that I put a market execution. I remember you telling me whenever it's close to that area, go ahead and put it in. So I put that one in, but that was like 0.5%. And I put the other one in as a 1%. And that 1% was that limit, but it missed out. So that 700, that was like the market execution from this level to that level, off of 0.5%. So yeah,
it's always better to miss out on a trade than to lose.
Facts, especially now.
If it don't go your way at the beginning, just take the L.
Yeah.
And then wait for more confirmation. Yeah. But if you keep letting it go into drawdown,
yeah, and I kept moving that trend line thinking it was gonna bounce up. That would hurt me for real. I'm like, man, I know this is a reversal. Cause it'll look like it's giving like a support turn to resistance, then it'll retest, and then it end up, instead of it going up, it just breaks down. And then break down a little bit more, like 3 more candles. And then I'm like, okay, this is the bottom right here. I'm gonna move the trend line. Then it does this little support right here. Then I'm like, okay, it's gonna go up. Then it come down. So I'm like, oh.
That's why waiting for that reversal zone is important, because that's when you know it's actually reversing. Because the reversal zone, you'll notice that when it forms a reversal zone, the momentum slows down, and it shows you that it's actually reversing from there.
Yeah. Then the
white usually when a reversal zone, usually it 9 times out of 10, if it gives you a reversal zone, it actually reverses. It's rare that if you get a reversal zone and it continue to push. But if it do, then I mean, we only risk 0.5% to 1% per trade anyway. So just take that L, because you know whenever you do get your setup, I mean you're gonna recover that.
Yeah.
To win. So yes.
Yep. So that's why when I was going over these few, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna definitely wait, because we got the setups. I just gotta not try to rush into it. Cause I feel like that is my biggest thing. Cause we ain't got no time limit no more. So why am I rushing?
Same thing like that. What was it?
I be thinking that in my head.
One trade we took last week. The one trade I took last week, the AU. You enter early, and then I told you there's where I mean, yeah, I think you and Dre took an early entry on it.
Yeah.
I told y'all that there was a 1 hour zone right below that, and I was gonna wait for a reversal zone at that 1 hour zone, because that's usually where we get the reversal zones at. Y'all entered a little early. Y'all got stopped out, and then literally right below where y'all got stopped out at, it created that reversal.
What created?
And Dre re-entered with me right there, and that's where it took off at.
Yeah, I think
I think we
entered
closed
that
our
one
profit
on my
halfway.
live account. On that one.
I think we closed out our profit halfway because like news was coming out the day after that, and that
Luckily
bitch
we
shot
did.
down. That bitch
Luckily we
shot.
did, because we definitely would have got stopped there. That shit went the complete opposite way.
That shit was one of them. Glad we got out that motherfucker. It's cool to wait on that one setup and execute. Well, it's cool to wait on that A plus setup and execute. Then getting that A plus setup, taking it, and thinking you see some other shit because the other shit might knock your profit off. That's where I fucked up at. I started realizing, I was like, that's exactly what the fuck was happening to me because I kept trying to jump in everything. So I would get profit, and the dumb shit that I do, it would take the profit away plus some. So it's like you could still keep your profit and keep adding on if you stop doing the dumb shit. All that profit I could have been done with this fucking challenge. I could have been done with this fucking challenge if I wasn't doing dumb shit.
Tell you another thing I was telling Dre about psychology. When he was in the chat, yesterday, he was like, he did it again.
Oh yeah, that was yesterday when y'all was doing it for me.
He did it again today. Talking about, I'm
Did
good.
what?
I'm good.
Oh yeah, how he had Diffrey on the FaceTime and we get on Zoom.
How you good already?
Yeah, bro.
You
I
did
ain't
the
say I was
right thing
good.
one
It's a
time, and he
start,
swear
bro.
his psychology is fixed.
It's not
I
fixed.
told him there's
I'm
different levels to
just
the
baby steps.
psychology as well. Different stages to it. You
Yeah.
got the stage to where when you losing. You got the stage to where you winning. You got the stage to where you following your plan and it's still not doing the right thing. You got the one where
And you still got that stage where you're not even live yet.
You're right. You're not even. It's gonna hit him hard when he like, yeah, I'm funded. And then he blow his first funded account.
I know that.
That shit's so funny, bro. Y'all think that shit is so funny.
I'm gonna laugh,
bro. It happened to me, bro. I told you, man. I passed it, and I had a 10K payout the day after, bro. It was gonna be sweet. I'm like, oh yeah, but I never was doing risk management. I wasn't having my stop loss, so it just grabbed all that back. Then it got the email talking about you have
account suspended.
Yeah.
Man,
do you understand how hurt I was?
He said, do you understand how hurt I was?
That shit hurt, bro.
Take kill me, bro. Do you understand how hurt I was?
What?
That bit was hard, huh?
It was, bro. I felt good. I passed my challenge, the first and the second phase. Now I was ready for my payout without knowing any risk management, psychology, all that. Got the first, I was like a day away, bro, from my first payout, 10K plus some, because they give you like the refund and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I ain't get a chance to see that yet.
Yeah,
because I over leveraged. I put in each trade I was putting in. I was putting 4s and 5 lot sizes. I ended up putting a 4 on gold, and I was looking at I think I was looking at a 4-hour time frame. Not even paying attention to the lower time frame, because lower time frame it could do a drop and everything, but I seen a setup on a 4-hour time frame. I put a 4 in market execution. I was already up like probably 4K on my other trades I had going. Gold took it all away. Everything. I was like, oh God. But it's like after that though, I started learning the risk management part of it, learning like how much I'm willing to risk per trade. So that helped a lot. Create a trading plan so I could just stick to it. That helped a lot. So that's why off of that EU trade I had, I wasn't tripping because I knew I had a perfect setup. I knew even though Dre blew my first account that I had on for Nam, even though he did that, I wasn't tripping
I
because I
don't
knew
even want to hit that, bro. I don't even want to hear that.
You don't even wanna
I
hear
did
that.
not tell that man to risk 2 or 3%.
yeah, so I'm like, yeah, I wasn't even tripping on that. I knew I had the other setup due to my trading plan. So as you see, past that phase in like 2 days. But it's like this now that the second phase is only 5K, is like taking me time. I'm too busy trying to rush it. These two trades charts that we went over should go ahead, catch me back up and complete it.
Like no,
Nah, these 2 trades will get me out of phase 1 and take a good chunk for phase 2. Definitely phase 2.
And then when we become funded for real, we over here with 4K then. Yeah.
You stacking accounts. I'm getting a 300 and a 200. I'm getting a 300 and a 200.
I'm not even rushing that yet.